What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Modern Philosopher. Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of emotional control, so guys, stick around for this video. I think we all need to hear this every once in a while. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel on all platforms, so guys, hit that like button down below. Comment, just let me know your thoughts and opinions on the topic, or if there's a topic you want me to talk about. And as always, share with your friends and family, because I think it's important we help each other figure out the answers to life's biggest questions. So, when we talk about emotional control, or at least when I'm talking about it, a lot of people think that it's this idea of you just not expressing yourself at all, and that's not true. That's, matter of fact, that's further from the truth. That's a dangerous thing to do. Emotions are very real, and people, for whatever causes people to feel a certain way, their emotions usually are very valid. However, the main issues with emotions isn't the fact that people feel a certain way. It's usually how they express those emotions. And for children, it's usually somewhat acceptable to see children act out. If they feel a certain way, if they feel angry, happy, sad, lonely, they will act in a way that reflects those emotions. But it should be that as you grow older, you start to act less and less, and you start to be able to verbalize your emotions even more, right? Or maybe the way you act is in a way that's not, it doesn't affect everybody else. Like, usually people can see it, but they're not being affected by it, right? Or if they are being affected by it, it's usually in a way to ask, hey man, what's got you down, or why are you so happy? So being able to control your emotions is a very good thing to do, because one, if you are having one of those negative emotions that come in, so for example, you're angry and you lash out against somebody, while they might understand that you are angry, the actions that you take against them is going to have more severe consequences than you just saying, hey, I'm upset about this, can we talk about it later? When you act in anger, usually you're not acting with the full picture. You're really only focused on two things: how you feel and what you perceive to be the cause of your anger. And that creates an emotional need, and as humans, we want to satisfy this emotional need in any way, shape, or form. But if you do that in a way that is reckless, without thought, without logic, it's out of your control. Essentially, the fallout usually tends to be very severe. I think it was a picture I saw. It was of a dog that was running off of a cliff, and he was just, he was running and he was chasing this butterfly, and it said, "Be careful what you do when you are emotional, because oftentimes you can't take it back." And it's very fitting picture, because while in the moment you're not really worried about the aftermath of your actions, you're not usually worried about what's gonna happen, who you might hurt. You're really only worried about how you feel and what you believe is causing you to feel that certain way. And although happy emotions usually are not something that you have to worry about being hurt by, it can cause you to do things that you probably shouldn't do. For example, if you've ever been in a good mood and somebody asks you, for help later on in the future, and you say, yeah, I'll do it, and you make that promise, and then the day comes for you to deliver, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I don't want to do it. That's an example of you acting out. Again, it's not in a bad way. You're acting out that emotion, right? And you're putting yourself in a situation that probably is not going to work out in your favor. So emotional control, like I said, it's not about just trying to be stoic all the time and never letting people see your emotions. Rather, it's more about you intentionally expressing it in a way where you can let people know how you feel, or people can see how you feel, but it does not cause them any harm. It does not affect them in a negative way. And I'll tell you why this is really important, right? Because people are less affected by how you feel, but they're more affected about how you make them feel, right? If in your anger you make somebody else feel angry, they will associate that feeling with you. It doesn't matter how good of a person you have been before this experience, right? And each of us can think about a time where we thought we had a friend or a family member, and maybe they offended us or they made us feel a certain way. You don't really care about the fact that they were having a bad day, or they did something, or something happened to them. You care more about the fact they hurt you. And if we're not careful, we can be on the opposite side of that, where we're consistently hurting, not consistently, where we're hurting people because we feel bad. And if we don't learn to take control of our own emotions, we're going to hurt a lot of people, damage a lot of relationships, and we're going to have a lot of apologies to make. And that's hoping that the people give us the opportunity to apologize. So I want to encourage you guys to just take some time out. If you're feeling angry, sad, lonely, before you make a decision, stop for a bit and think about it and ask yourself, is this decision going to affect the relationship that I have with the individual, or will this affect me in a positive or negative way? And if you can at least stop and think about it and just detach yourself emotionally from whatever the cause of that emotion is, that will help you tremendously. You will benefit greatly. It's like I said, this is a skill that unfortunately I'm not seeing a lot of people demonstrate. You have a lot of, people who are supposed to be adults acting as if they were children when something small doesn't go the way they want it to go, and it damages their reputation, it damages their relationships with people. And I don't want people, you guys, to be in that situation where now you have to go ahead and try to make things right out of something that wasn't really your fault. So guys, that's my word for today. I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. I hope it made sense. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share this word with some friends and family that you believe need to hear this. They may hate you, they may tell you, oh, I'm good at emotional control, but share it anyway, because we all need to be reminded that sometimes we gotta reel it in. No matter how badly or how good we feel, sometimes it's better to control ourselves. All right, guys, I'll see you on another video. Deuces.